So, if you already make the greatest striker-fired polymer frame platform on the face of the planet with the greatest trigger ever from a factory in a polymer gun, what could you possibly do next? Maybe you could make that platform more comfortable and accessible for a very important and often forgot about or never thought of group of shooters in our community. Is it possible? I think it is. You know why? This PDPF. There it is. Ha! How about that thing? Yes, let's check it out. Welcome back to the Walther Lover channel, everyone. A place where we discuss general gun and shooting topics, and we do gun reviews, gear reviews, talk about competitive shooting, and my love of Walther firearms. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm very excited tonight because it's rare on this channel that I get to do two reviews or talk about guns back to back, and it happens to be two new innovative products from my beloved Walther firearms, and that's what we have tonight. So tonight we bring you the PDPF. How about that? Very cool, very sweet. Safety first. There's no mag in that gun. She's clear, as you can see, and there are no ammunition in the magazine, so we are safe. So, the Walther PDPF. Very cool. So, what in the world is this thing? So, in case you've been living under a rock and you're not sure what this thing is, the PDP platform is phenomenal. And if you haven't got one yet, I've said before, you should go get one. And I'm not affiliated with Walther, but I love these guns, and I can't imagine finding this level of performance on another polymer platform, and I've tried. So anyway, the PDP is this amazing platform of guns. It's modular. It's able to customize it, right? Backstraps, you can change slides onto other frames. You could change the trigger if you felt the need. I don't know why you would, because the trigger is spectacular. But all that stuff's possible, and you've got this great, comfortable, amazing firearm. What Walther has done with the F is finally designed a gun for the female shooter. And they did that with a grip circumference change and trigger reach. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in detail in a second. But man, how cool is that they made that happen? Very cool. So in the past, what have gun companies done to appeal to female shooters? Right? Make it pink, man, right? So that's what's happened, folks. I mean, let's be honest. Over the years, a lot of manufacturers have just changed the colors of their guns to clearly appeal to the female shooter. And in some cases, they've marketed it directly. So, hey, man, we're going to make this thing in pink, or we're going to make it in baby blue powder camo. And women are going to flock to this firearm. It's kind of ridiculous, let's be honest. And not to mention that when that marketing is just about color and they market to women, that doesn't make a lot of sense, because if you watch any of my other videos, Walther makes the P22Q in an angel blue, and I kind of want that gun because I think it's cool. You can make fun of me, that's okay. So anyway, in the past, that's all that's been done for the female shooter. There are some other manufacturers that marketed again to women because they had a slide mechanism that was easier to control or easier to rack. And it may be true, it may not. I've shot some of those guns, and yeah, some of them are easier to rack, whatever. Walther said, hey man, that's not enough. Walther went to the source. Walther Arms has an amazing group of women that are on Team Walther. I'm going to talk about that in a second. And they designed a gun for the female shooter, not marketed to the female shooter. And there's a distinct difference. So real quick, let's take a quick look up and comparison. What I'm going to do in this video is I don't want to do a full-on review of the PDP. I've done one. If you have questions about the PDP, there's tons of information out there. You reach out to me, I'll get you whatever info you want. I would almost call myself an expert at this point because I love these guns. But what I want to do is compare the 4-inch F to the 4-inch compact, show you a little bit of the side-by-side and the differences in these guns, talk a little bit about how they shoot, and maybe more importantly, tell you some of the feedback that I got from some female shooters, because again, that's the target market. And I felt like in order to give you some honest feedback about this gun, I had to go to the people it was designed for. So I put it in the hands of female shooters, got some feedback, and that's where we're at. So first, let's take a quick look at these guns side by side and see how they compare. So stand by. As you can see, there's no mag in the gun. Chamber's empty. We're safe. Magazine is also empty, though dirty. but empty. And there it is, PDP F-Series. Very cool. So what they've done is they've changed the grip circumference, right? You can see when I wrap my giant mittens around that thing, it almost wraps around the entire gun. And the trigger reach is different. So you've got your hand is going to be further up under the beaver tail. And if you see I put my finger through that thing, now I know I don't shoot like that, so don't hit me with that in the comments, but I just want to show you the difference in the trigger reach. Okay, so I got a full grip on this gun, finger all the way through the trigger guard. If we look at the PDP Compact, also empty. Same grip, finger all the way through the trigger guard. There's a difference, as you can see. At first, it may look like a minor difference, but I will tell you from a shooting perspective and comfort, there's definitely a substantial difference in the way that this grip feels a lot girthier. Girthier, is that a word? Thicker. So let's look at them side by side. Here's the Compact. Here's the F. You can see the differences. Substantial, maybe. Certainly feels different in the hand. So I don't look at this gun and say, well, it's exactly the same thing and just a little bit different. The core of this gun is definitely PDP, right, which is awesome, but there's a very, very distinct difference in the feel of this gun, the size of this grip on this gun. So let's put Big Brother down and give you a feel for it. Again, we're clear. No ammo in the gun. Just want to be certain we're safe, right? So nothing in the gun. Trigger, well, it's a PDP, folks. PDP. Reset. Break. Reset. Break. There you go. PDP at heart. Pretty awesome. I love this. This is very cool. I think this opens up a world for people that just couldn't get comfortable with a larger grip on a gun. I think that is pretty darn innovative and something that the market needed. So there you go. So as you can see, there are some distinct differences in these firearms for sure. And it's very cool and it's different and it's neat. And I'm sorry I'm giddy about it because I just think it's awesome what they did. What I didn't capture well in the side-by-side is how easy it is to rack the slides on these guns. So how much easier, how much less force it takes to do that. I feel like there's a substantial difference. So let's take a quick look again at those guns. So again, we've got the F, no mag, she's empty and clear. This is my baby and my best friend, and I love this. Anyway, she's clear too. There's nothing in there. And no magazine. So what I want to do is a quick super scientific test on what it takes to rack the slide. So I'm going to do just a simple grip with just fingertips, right? And I may have Bigfoot paws, but I'm not that strong. So I'm going to hold the gun and then I'm going to rack the slide so you can kind of get an idea, right? So if I grab, this is the 4-inch PDP Compact. If I grab this and push, I can get there. It takes a lot of effort to get there, as you can tell. So the PDP 4-inch Compact. Now, I'm not criticizing. I love this gun, so that's not criticism. I'm just showing you the difference. So here we have the F. Same test, fingertips, grab the slide. Man, there is a distinct difference. You can hear it as I talk. I'm not getting winded with this one. I was getting winded with the other one. So, I mean, there it is. That's the difference. You can't argue with that difference. Man, it's super cool. 20%, man. I maybe more than that. I don't know. Anyway, it's pretty amazing. So, of course, how does it shoot? Well, it's a PDP, everybody. So it shoots like a PDP. It's awesome, guys and gals. And the trigger's amazing. It's like every other PDP. How did the target market feel about it? Now, while we're chatting, I'll show you some video from the range. What I did is I asked some female shooters of different experience levels to compare these two guns, to pick it up side by side, shoot a couple rounds with one, shoot a couple rounds with the other, and just tell me what you felt. Tell me what you thought about these guns. And the findings are pretty interesting. what I found was the female shooter that has a little more experience and understands how to build a grip properly and the necessary pressure required on the handgun while you fire it. They slipped the PDP-F in their hand, and I watched the look on their face, and they said, "Whoa, that feels good." Was described as fitting like a glove, which was pretty cool. It wasn't the same for every female, but here was the difference. A couple of little less experienced shooters. I'm not criticizing them at all, man. We all started somewhere. I'm no expert. They're out there making it happen, learning, getting it done. Some of the less experienced female shooters that felt this gun preferred the PDP Compact, the standard Compact, because they said they felt like they had more control. Now, if you're gripping a gun really low, right, or your teacup, it's an example, right? But if that's your grip, there's some other grips out there. Of course, the bigger the gun, the more you have to get your less than adequate grip around, and maybe that's why it's easier. But the female shooter that understands how to build a grip and how to be effective with a firearm, they love this thing, and it's hard not to. I will tell you, quite frankly, I like it too. And I know the trigger reach, talking to some of the men that shot it, said, "Oh man, the trigger's too close. I can't get a good position on that trigger." Man, I just didn't really find that to be a problem. Now, if I'd over try, then clearly, that's not going to work. But I don't know, something about the grip angle and everything else, and it works. The system works. So this was super cool. I talked a little bit in the beginning about why Walther did this. I don't want to tell the whole story on this gun because I can't do it justice. What I'd love for everyone to do, there is a video on Walther's website. If you go to PDPF page and scroll down and read the other info while you're there, because it's very informative. And there is like a round table discussion with a couple folks from Walther and these three amazing women that are part of Team Walther. Some shoot for them and help design the gun. I don't want to tell their story because one of these ladies I'm a huge fan of, super huge fan. I've been following her career for a number of years, and she's a great person, great firearms enthusiast, advocate, and it's Gabby Franco. You'll see her in the video. I've been following her career and her journey for years, and she's an inspiration in the firearms world. So please go check that video. Now I'm going to try to put a link in the comments, but here's the problem. I have a tech problem, folks, and for anyone that's been around the channel a while, I struggle with this technology stuff. I'm learning as I go. So I'm going to try to put a link to it, but if I fail miserably, and that happens sometimes, just go to Walther Arms, go to the PDPF site, scroll down, and you'll find a video that's a roundtable discussion. I'm telling you, it is super informative. Couple quick details about the PDPF. Comes with 2 mags. These are the same mags that the Compact takes, which is pretty super cool. So you get 2 15-round mags. You get 1 backstrap. If you have a shooter that wants to customize this thing a little bit further, there's an additional backstrap. Of course, you're getting the reduced grip circumference, different trigger reach, reduced slide force, which is, man, that's so cool. And that's what you get with the gun. Price-wise, it's priced like most, I guess, of the PDPs. MSRP $699. I see the guns coming in right around $649, and at that level. So there you have it. Again, not a full review. Just wanted to express some more of my love and admiration for yet another gun in the PDP family. Very cool. Now this gun, this is the 4-inch model. It comes in a 3.5, and I haven't got my hands on the 3.5 yet. And I can't lie, it's the one I'm most curious about. I want to get my hands on that thing so bad. But that one I haven't seen yet. So if I do, I'll probably make another video, and you can hear some of my giddy goofiness about that 3.5 as we check that thing out. But there you have it. These are in stores. They're out there. You can get them. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Check out Walther's site. There's also some other cool stuff to check out on their site. They'll give you some great information. They have a money-back guarantee on their guns. Again, I don't work for Walther or anything, so I don't want to tell their whole story for them, but they have a lot to offer. offer you and I as a consumer. So go check it out. I think that's it. That's all I have for you. I'm very excited. I'm going to go snuggle with my new friend and my old friend, and that's it. So if you like this video, awesome. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already done that. A lot of people have subscribed, and it's humbling, and I love it. It gives me an ongoing reason to sit here and talk to myself and ultimately to you guys and gals about this thing I love, and that's awesome. Thank you for that. If you don't like this video, I apologize. Hit me with some comments. Let me know why. Maybe we can change some things up and get you some content that appeals to everybody. So with that, check back with us soon. We'll have some more exciting, cool stuff coming up. Maybe some more cool stuff from Walther. And I will talk about some other guns too, because I have to. And I like them. It's okay. So yeah, check back with us soon. Thank you for the support. Love you guys and gals. And we'll see you. Thanks.